Hi, it's me again with Corel Tips and Tricks. Somebody asked me a question, how to get clip art of a butterfly to use colors that are more like a monarch butterfly. So I was just going to make a video for them, and I thought, you know what? Let's just start from scratch and go clip art. Be helpful if I could spell butterfly. Doesn't have to be particularly black and white. Now, here's why I decided to make the video, because somebody asked me this a while back. I go to tools and it shows, in this particular case, it shows anytime, any result. And they ask, when I do it, it shows tools on black and white, colors, and size of files. So what you're going to have to do, go to images. And then when you go to tools, it comes up with the size. I always pick large. In this case, I'm going to pick black and white only. I mean, that would be a great example. Well, let's just use that one for a color. I'm going to right click and copy image, go to Corel, and the other picture I'm using is actually from my garden. And I'm pretty proud of my garden this time of year. Well, it's almost over. I'm gonna put a link to my butterfly garden at the bottom of the video. So, but let's get a black and white one. And, well, you know what? I've already got one up. But it's a large black and white clip art. And it's large, meaning it's pretty smooth. So it's going to trace really well. So we're going to select it, go to bitmap, outline trace clip art. Takes just a second. And I'm going to move that over. Now you can see the white background. Go to object, group, and ungroup. And move the black away. And you only have white. Now, I'm going to get rid of that white. I really don't need the yellow screen anymore, but I'm going to keep it up there. So, if you look at my butterfly compared to the one off the internet, I used a color from a real picture. And it's pretty, now this is probably a better example of a monarch butterfly, but it probably isn't going to trace good. Let's make a duplicate of it. We might use the color. Let's go to trace bitmap, outline trace clip art. And a lot of times, this will trace, but I'm going to say okay and move it out of the way. And really, I got kind of what I wanted. I wanted the colors, but see, it's just a clip art color. And so I would suggest going black and white and either using the color off the internet or using a color picture of a real one. Let me bring this a little closer. So we're going to use both of them. I'm going to zoom in here. I'm going to get my eyedropper tool from my I'm going to get a smart fill tool, grab the eyedropper, and I'm going to take a sample of that real butterfly, and I'm going to fill it in. Okay. You know what? I'm going to do half of it with a real picture, and then I'm going to do the other half with the picture off the internet. Go back and get your eyedropper and pick a darker, lighter color, and we're going to do the bottom part with light. We're going to save this for white. Now, on this one, on the other side, I'm going to use just a picture off the internet. And in a way, it is brighter. And then go back to the eyedropper. And really, the one off the internet is kind of like a gradient type almost in a way, where the color that it accepted is just blah normally. Let's go back to the Smart Fill tool. Go ahead and get our eyedropper again, and let's just use a white off that. Anyway, you could do more, and realistically, I think this looks better off the internet than my real picture. But you could still change that a little bit. Let's change one of these. Let's take interactive fill tool. See, it's going to change the color, but you can also, you know what? I'm going to go the opposite way. So this is going to be, it hasn't changed the color yet, but I can go right here and right click and click here. Whoop, no, that's a transparency. Click here, get the eyedropper, and let's use a little bit darker hue. And I don't know if you can really see that, or did it even work? You know what? Maybe I didn't. Tell you what, to make sure it works, let's move that out of the way. Well, that's too far. Let's just use it where it's at. Come on. So let's get back to the interactive fill tool. And let's go up. See, okay, now it's working. I must have gone past. And we're probably going to move that up a little bit. And then I'm going to right click on it, get the eyedropper, and pick a little bit darker color, and then say, okay. So this is probably more realistic looking than what we had before, you know, and you could play around with that a lot or a little and get some different variations. But then you could also do this. You could go get the attribute eyedropper, because these are all kind of going the same, and see it's putting that orange tint to the to each one. That looks pretty realistic. Anyway, I hope that helps somebody someday. And so at the bottom of the video, I'm going to put a video link to my butterfly garden that they filmed about 4 or 5 years ago. A TV station came out to the house and filmed it. And watch that for your enjoyment. Hope that helped a little bit. Thank you for watching.